Okay, so here is the violin part of the violin viola duet for Festive March. Right there it is, Festive March. Things to look out for: this is the key of C major, so F naturals are quite problematic if we're not careful, so make sure those are low twos or low first fingers on the E string. Follow the style markings, the accents, and the staccato. So I'm going to take this down, break it down phrase by phrase. Here's about the first 12 or so measures. That's actually the first 23 measures. A couple of things to look out for. At measure 12 and measure 4, it has what we call the grand pause, the two lines that go like that. In this publication, that's the same thing as a bow lift. So treat it that way. That's a lift. We don't stop and pause and then come in. The tempo keeps going. So just a word of instruction on that. Fourth fingers are good, especially in place of open E. If you have a long open E, like you do in, like, say, measure 19, for example, it's good to use one there if you can do that. Moving on, number 24, we're actually changing over to the key of G. You'll notice F sharp is in there as an accidental quite a bit. So here's 24. Get 3 beats of rest. So it's 1, 2, 3. Three, 2, 3. And of course that repeats. We're not going to do that right now. 45 is a newer section. It's kind of like the beginning, but this is still in the key of G. Again, watch your accent markings. You have that a lot in these opening statements. So right there, going to third position is a great idea. Measure 49, 50, 51. So you're going to play C, F sharp, shift on your first finger. C natural is just a third. If I put that together at 49. Then you can kind of stay there for the next note at 53 and then shift back if you like. Oops, let me start that again. So at 65, we have a G, F natural. Then we get to the recapitulation at 67, which is very much like the beginning. There's another place or two where we have to do some interesting fingerings. At 53, you're still in the key signature. You got F sharp again at the next measure. Let me start on 53. D sharp, E with the fourth fingers preferred, back to F naturals, So at 59, you can go to second position. It works really well. I know the fingering has something different, but I think if you go like this, open, C with a fourth finger, then that G comes right out. So that sounds like this. Okay, so that's the same as the beginning. 71 up to about 74 is also very similar. So let's take it going to 85 to the end. So 85 to the end, this is, we're taking it to the, what would be like a coda. Let me break down some of that at the end. So if I go to measure 88, we've got F natural, G, G sharp. And then the next note, of course, would be A. The G sharp leads to the A. F, G, G sharp, A. All right, and then that's all good to go. At 90, we have a grace note. And what you're going to do, you play C. The grace note is indicated as a D. It's the neighbor above C. So like that. Let me play that again for you. Okay, so if I put that into the next measure as well, starting at 90. E flat, F sharp. That all fits in first position. Here's high D, E flat's like that, but F sharp is in its normal spot. So after you do your little trill thing, your grace note, high D, E flat's right next door, and then F sharp, G. So all that together at 90 sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a trill and a grace note. It starts with the grace note at measure 93. Those little grace notes at the end come in the very, very end of the measure. And that's your rhythm at 94. And of course it slows down there at the end.